Hey, it's Ray the Video Guy here, and as you know, I'm big into video marketing. However, I also know that as a business owner, I need more than just videos in order to grow my business. And one of the things that I've been using for the last 6 months or so that have really helped me to stay in contact with my customers and grow my business is chatbots. Now, many of you may think of chatbots as those annoying things that you get when you try to message a Facebook page, but chatbots are so much more than this. I use chatbots in my emails as a button so people can contact me. On my web pages, I put a chat box so people can message me directly. I also use them as an autoresponder so I can reach out to all of my customers with one message. On top of that, I do automate my Facebook page messaging as well. So when people click that little message button, they will get some automated messages. Now, the problem with this is up until now, I've had to use a variety of softwares for each one of these things. But that changes today as Luke McGuire has just introduced a brand new product called INBOXR. Now, INBOXR will do all the things we just talked about and a whole lot more. In fact, it is an entire factory that allows you to create chatbots from A to Z doing all sorts of great things. But rather than hear me talk about it, let me show you how this works so you can see exactly how powerful this program is. Okay, so here we are inside of INBOXR. Now, just so you're aware, there are a ton of things inside of this program, some of which I haven't even had the opportunity to touch yet because there's so many different things you can do. Now, for me, there's a few things that are very important, which are the chat boxes on my websites, the autoresponder, and some of the automation with the bots. So let's take a look at exactly how this works. Now, first of all, you've got to bring in your different Facebook pages, which I've done here. You can see I've got a bunch of pages, and the one that we're using right now is Ray the Video Guy. Okay, and you can see some of the information here, how many subscribers and how many messages so far. Okay, now down below this, you have your message hub. This is where you can create the messages that people will receive when they first contact you. So in this case here, we've got thanks for reaching out, which is a welcome message. We've also got an error message. So if people type something that we don't understand, it'll say, hey, we'll be with you shortly. You know, you can put a phone number or whatever it is that you need to do. Some of you may have seen this as I was playing around with it yesterday. You may have gotten some of this message right here a few times. To the far left here, we've got responses from a keyword trigger. So in this case, the keyword trigger is instant spokesperson. If they type instant spokesperson, they're going to get a response that says, I will respond to that shortly. Be sure to check out the ISP videos, and then it has the YouTube channel so they can check them out. Okay, so this is where you're going to put those basic things together here. Now below this is what's called bot training. Now this isn't training for you. This is literally training the bot itself. So for instance, in here, you can put in keywords. And that way, when people say certain things in a keyword, you can respond in a certain way if you want to build that automated system. Okay, now for me personally, I respond to mine very quickly, so I'm not going to need a lot of this here. However, for some of my other pages, I will. For instance, animate your logo. I may want to build a really nice keyword based response system. Okay, down here you can also create sequences. Okay, and below that you can create your broadcasts. Now this is where you can send a message to everybody that we saw the 254. This can send out a message to those 254 people. So if I've got something I want to tell them, boom, I can send it out right from here. Many of you have received these messages, and so you know what I'm talking about with that. Here you can set up your welcome message, okay, just like we showed earlier, and your error message here. So all of that is right inside of here, so you can create these and make sure that they're ready to go. Down below this, you've got your analytics. Okay, so you can select your source, so all messaging. There's not a lot of analytics for me right now because I haven't done anything yet. So it's not really much to show there at this point. Now this is where it gets cool. Lead generation. This is how you get more people into your bots. And the reason you want to get them into your bots is so that you can send them the mass messages, so that you can sell them directly with your bot, etc. And in here, you can see you've got a website widget. Okay, and you can see I've got one right here. And there's a variety of different widgets you can use. So for instance, the one that you guys are probably used to me seeing is the website chat, which is down here. Okay, and this people can click and then they can chat with me directly right on the website. They don't have to leave and go to Facebook. It's all right there. But you can also add things like a website button, which is just a simple button, which, by the way, you kind of see that inside my emails. Here, you've got what's called a page takeover. Now, this will actually cover your whole page. So if somebody's on your web page, the whole page will kind of become like white, and it'll have this on there so they can click on that. You can also have a side in, which means it's going to come in from the side of your page. And you can have a traditional pop-up, which will pop up on the page. And of course, you can edit any of this here, including the titles and the colors, all from right within here. You can also change the actions. So if they click on this right now, it's going to give them the welcome message, but you could have them do keyword triggers or error messages, etc. This is big. For instance, if you want to try and give something specific away, you can tell them to just type in, music to get a free music pack, things like that. Okay, and then you're going to get your script here and add it to your website, and that's how we get the chatbot that you see in my website like this, is through using one of these little codes. We put it into the page. Now, I use Convertry, but you can do that with WordPress or any other page builder that you use. You should be able to do that just by adding the script into the page itself. Okay, down here you can see your audience. You can see I've already built a pretty good audience today. Then you've got the template area. Now in here, this is where you can get pre-made templates for all the things you want to do. So for instance, a contact us. This template contains contact us keyword triggers. So they're already ready to go. And you can see, by the way, a little price tag. People are going to be able to create bots and put them in here, and people will be able to buy them and use them. But these are the free ones that are already in here ready to go. So you've got the error message one, you've got the welcome message, etc. Okay, and if you can't create any collections, you'll put them in there. Down here, you have your page manager. This is where you can turn on and off the link to your pages. You can see some of these I have linked, some of them I do not. And then you can hit your page settings here. Now this will affect the Ray the Video Guy page because that's the one we've selected up there. And you can see we can have a greeting message, and we can turn the get started button on and off here. Okay, and you can create your replies, and you get a preview over here on the right hand side. Down below this, you're going to have information with live chats that you're currently having with people, so you can kind of see what you're doing with these chats. Okay, just like so. And then we have what's called viral content. Now in the viral content area, this is where you can add an image. So we can come in here and we can put in dog, okay, and hit search. And that's going to bring up dog images. And so now we can come in here and we can hit edit and schedule. And you can put in not only your image, which is already here, but you can create text for your post. Okay, you can create the headline, you can create a description, and then you can put in what you want it to say. So for instance, download now, things like that. You can see I've already created one here. In fact, let's take a look at that. Okay, so you can see here I've created this one, which says looking for music for your videos, and people can click the message button to get the actual download for the music. So it's a very cool little thing here that helps you to build your audience, because once they hit this messenger here, they're going to be added to your audience. So here it says get a free collection of music for your videos. Okay, and so now they can click on here and they can leave you a message and they can get the free music download. So very cool, very easy to be able to get people to start to contact you through your Facebook Messenger, and then they get added into your lead list that you can then use later on. Okay, so let's go back. Now up here, one thing, lead generation, I showed you the website widget, but also we've got the comment response here. So this will allow you to put comments auto-replying inside of posts that you've created. So for instance, somebody leaves a post here, you can actually auto-comment back to them. So that's going to be very helpful in getting people to start responding to you. Okay, we've also got the Facebook posting, which is very similar to the viral content, except in here you upload your own image and you do the same thing, and that's how I built this particular one here that we showed for the getting free music. So it's a very cool little program, and again, you get all of this for one low price, which is really great because other programs that we've used, like we use a very specific program that was just for the chat box on our webpage. We used another program that was for sending out mass messages. We used another program for doing the automated responses inside our Facebook pages. But now we can do all of this from one spot and for a price that's actually lower than some of those other individual tools that we've purchased. So this is a tremendous program for anybody that has a Facebook page and needs to start using bots. Well, there you go. That's INBOXR. And as you can see, this is a tremendous program that gives you a ton of tools for creating bots for your Facebook messaging. This tool is so powerful that I've used it now to replace all the different tools that I was using before, and it allows me to do everything that I was doing without any hiccups. Now, if you want to be able to start messaging your clients and start automating your Facebook pages and all of the different messaging that you need to do, then you need to check out INBOXR right now. These guys have this on special right now, and it's actually cheaper than some of the tools that I've bought in the past that only did one of the things that INBOXR does. And of course, we've got a lot of great bonuses that you can see down below. Just check those out. And if you have any questions, of course, please feel free to let me know. And of course, use the chat bot to reach out to me.